Hi, I'm Shawn Wasabi. I push buttons, I make music. I'm here at DJ TechTools in San Francisco. This is the Midi Fighter 64. This is the Midi Fighter 3D. And this is the Midi Fighter Spectra. I started with the Midi Fighter 3D. I used my friend Ian's controller, and I borrowed it for a long while, and I made this mashup called Pizza Rolls. And that was the first thing I made on a Midi Fighter 3D. And that was my first time dabbling with like MIDI controllers and pressing buttons, and I got like really hooked into it. And it was like so fun. I just wanted to like do that more and more. I made this other mashup called Mac and Cheese with the Midi Fighter 3D and the Midi Fighter Spectra. I used as well a PS3 controller and Xbox 360 controller as part of the routine. That was like really fun. I loved the Midi Fighter Spectra and the 3D, and using them side by side with like actual game controllers, sort of bringing it full circle. That was cool. It's a lot of the reason why I really love using the Midi Fighter over any other MIDI controller is because these buttons are like so like playable and fast, and you could like rapid fire them. I love the buttons so much, but these also light up too, which is also like really cool and like fun to look at. I made this song called Hot Dog. It was on the Midi Fighter Spectra. I use the side buttons a lot for that song just to change banks. It's a neat song. It has a really cool sound to it. I used a lot of like gamelan samples. I was sort of pigeonholed into the whole like Launchpad video community, and I was the only one with like Midi Fighter, and everyone else had Launchpad with like 4 times the buttons that this thing had. So eventually I started thinking about like the concept of a 64-button Midi Fighter. I talked to Michael Mitchell about it. Michael Mitchell's this really talented engineer who's worked with DJ TechTools in the past. He's responsible for a lot of like the design and engineering behind these. So I emailed Michael Mitchell. I told him, hey, what's up? Have you ever thought about making a 64-button Midi Fighter? He was like so down to like do it. I guess DJ TechTools had like a new 3D printer at the time. This was like one of the first things that like got tested out on that 3D printer. I got the prototype in 2014. I made this mashup called Marble Soda, and that was like one of my favorite projects yet. I think it was like 150 something songs that were like mashed up together. And that was the first thing I like made and released on the Midi Fighter 64. It did so well. I think that was like one of the first times I like broke through, and it was on the Midi Fighter 64, the first prototype that Michael Mitchell made for me. I had that original prototype for like 2 years. I think it was April of 2016, where I brought my Midi Fighter and my MacBook with me to San Francisco. I left it in the trunk of my girlfriend's car, and we find that the window's been broken and like my bag's missing. My bag with like the original prototype of this, and like my MacBook and my passport. I like panicked and freaked out. That was the only prototype that Michael Mitchell made for me. I lost all my music. I had my backup drive in the car too. None of my projects like survived that. I didn't want to like stop there. I didn't want to like call it quits. So I started from scratch. I rebuilt my sample library. I ended up like recovering from it pretty well, I guess. was told that would take a long time. It would take like a lot of money. Michael Mitchell wasn't like working at DJ TechTools anymore. We didn't have an engineer. We couldn't just like make a new one like that. DJ TechTools wasn't even like making custom controllers anymore. So we were like kind of stuck for a while. I was like really pushing hard for like, we need another prototype. There's a change.org petition actually for the Midi Fire 64. A lot of people wanted this like mass produced, and they wanted to like buy it for themselves and use it and make videos and make their own art and like be creative. We got like a second prototype built with the help of Garrett Bigelow. I think the plan at first was just like make 20 or 25 of these. DJ TechTools is building 1,000 of the Midi Fire 64s by hand. It's so great, I love this. This is so good. It's so clean, and like the casing is like perfectly flush in the bottom. Like it looks tight. Like this is fun to look at. I would like definitely go through having my stuff stolen again just to make a million more of these, because it's such a good controller and I use it so much in my art. To actually mass produce this and actually like not just have me, but have like other talented artists like make art with this. I'm so happy about it. I want to thank all the people who signed up for this petition. I want to thank all my fans, all the people who like listen to my music and watch the videos, people who trust and like invest into like the technology behind this. I love it so much. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I love you.